Hi, welcome to episode 21 of Metal Review Cast. Today we're going to be reviewing the Horizon Bound EP by 100 Crowns. And on the video we've got their most recent song just playing in repeat because the EP doesn't actually have a video yet.
That's because it's not out yet.
Yeah, it's because it's not out yet. As time of us reviewing this, yeah. We'll respect them and we'll drop this maybe a day after, right? Maybe I think their release is on Friday, isn't it?
First of May.
1st of May. So we'll hope to release this on the 2nd. Give them a chance, because we'll take all the views. But yeah, we wish, yeah. But no, so it was really nice because obviously Eddie from 100 Crowns reached out to us a few weeks back to see if we were interested in reviewing their latest tune, which is number 1 from the EP, which is Farewell. Which, if you haven't checked it out, check out our previous, not our previous, in fact, the one before that,
Episode 19.
Episode 19 of Metal Review Cast. We reviewed Farewell. Yeah, it's rated highly. And obviously, don't just check our review, check their video as well, because they put some effort into it, and it rocks. So Eddie reached out and he said, yeah, do you want to review the EP as well? So here we are, getting a sneak peek before it's released. And again, I've heard snippets of it. You haven't heard it, have you, Leon?
I've heard little bits of it, but
Leon's never heard anything. He never watches anything before we go.
no, it's good. I'll do it on purpose so I get surprised on the show. Definitely.
Yeah,
He's mentioned this before. He's like, yeah, because we need to react to it. We're not a reaction show.
Yeah,
We're
I know.
not here doing our vinegar strokes like everyone else. That's not a diss, but that's every image. Ooh, vinegar strokes.
Yeah.
You know what they are. Good for you.
So
begin with waffle, end with waffle.
So we'll get cracking. So I think we should listen to the first song on the EP, even though we reviewed it before, just for those who haven't caught it.
Exactly.
I mean, it's probably going to be out of sync with the video that's actually playing in the side drop we have there. But hey ho, is what it is.
I just want to say, because we're doing the whole EP, all 5 songs, we're not gonna have a boomer in this episode, or any boomers, because we just won't have time. So
yeah, we don't want to be too long.
Right, you guys ready for the first one?
Yeah, man.
Right, let's play.
Beer.
Coffee. An American Sunoco cup. The ambience is back.
I might just react to this one. Can I ever react? I can't stop talking.
I'm gonna say your mouth will just start talking without you knowing anyway. Also, look at his hair.
Yeah.
Look at his fucking hair.
What a mess.
I love that intro.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah.
Really does have some good screens as well. It's good variety of screens in this.
I was going to say it's the variety, isn't it? And they can be from the really harsh to the soft and also aggressive.
Yeah.
And deep. All those triplets again. Cheers, boys, for coming through with the information about the time signature.
Yeah.
He must have watched it straight away because he replied to so much stuff within about 20 minutes.
Yeah. But it throws you because he's right. They intentionally put the stabs that are off time, so it throws you from what the actual time signature is. And that's why my head was just like, I was like, can't compute. really annoying my forehead, Sean. When I move back, I can see the light shining off it. Look.
Yeah. It is weird.
I smashed my head when I was younger against the fucking concrete floor, so I've got a big lump here as well.
So did I. That's why I've got a scar, like right there, because I ran down a hill at full pace when I was a kid.
I was a sensible child.
Yeah, you just got a big forehead. You don't have the lumps.
You can't see anything.
I love this bit. But this band is they're definitely up and comers. Like, I was well impressed when I first heard them. Just off that one, I think maybe 3 songs that they dropped when they played in Leeds. Like, that's going back almost a year ago.
Yeah, it must be.
And I was like, wow, they're strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I said it last time. But yeah, it's like the variety, but like just like the screamo screams a little bit back in the day, and the screamo post-hardcore screams alongside the deeper brutal ones, which I really like.
And I feel like, as much as the scene has a lot of similarities across the whole music range, especially in the UK, I feel like there's a uniqueness around their similarity. There's something about them that stands out.
Yeah,
I can't quite put my finger on what it is.
But EP as well.
I think it's partially to do with the way that the lead singer does the cleans. Like you say, it's very there's similarities to Bury Tomorrow in there.
Yeah.
But I don't know many UK bands that sing in that kind of style.
No, it's a bit different, isn't it? It's not. I know what you mean. Like, I can't quite explain it, but I know what you mean with his cleans. They are actually a bit different, even though there are similarities to Bury Tomorrow.
Yeah. Rated.
Right.
So yeah, we already rated that one. Like I say, go back to episode 19, check the review on that to get a proper full in-depth insight as to what we think about it and the jovial expressions that we have in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. Love that one.
So the next one is Ghost, and it's 1 minute and 24.
I really like this. This one gave me the
I don't know
heebie-jeebies.
what this one is.
From what I heard in testing, it does sound good.
I'd say it's a bit of an interlude.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
But there was a part of it that, made my hair stand up, because I do really enjoy it when bands put stuff in.
He's got so much potential, this guy.
Yeah. This can't be easy to sing, because it's all about voice.
I was going to say, you know what, like, it takes some big kahunas to kind of do a track like this.
Yeah.
And you can tell, like, there's areas, and I'm not saying this as a criticism or to be harsh. There's areas where you can hear he's slightly straining. He's hitting the note, but it's ever so slightly straining. Which, for me, I think as somebody who's progressing as a singer, that's actually to do something like that and push yourself. There's so much potential from that. And when he hits the really high ones, you can hear a bit of a rasp behind it.
Yeah,
which I really like, because it's showing that's actually he's opening his mouth further and he's letting more air out, and it's hitting the part of his larynx where it's vibrating. It sounds actually better than the notes that is slightly lower that he's slightly straining on.
Yeah.
So please don't take that as a negative. It's not. I fully appreciate it.
No,
I'm
because
just
I
kind of
think it
looking at it
sounds a
as
little
a
bit ever so
progression.
slightly nasally as well. Like
Mm.
at some points, but that, again, this isn't like it is a criticism, but it's also not a criticism.
Not
because
negative.
It actually sounds really good. And as I said, when I was listening to this, like I was blaring it out earlier, it actually made my hair stand up. The one thing I would say is I don't think it should be number 2 on the album. It should either go right in the middle or it should go as the last song.
Yeah.
Because it's like you get one heavier song and then all of a sudden we've just slowed down. But in an EP, it's a bit
Yeah, I get
too
what you
early
mean.
on. Like there's only 5 songs and it's a bit
Yeah,
early on.
yeah.
I don't know if that works as a flow.
End. Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
I
the
think
end.
the
even.
end would be good. That would be an epic song to kind of just like ease you out into.
Can we play that again, Leon? Because I just realised I talked through all of it. It was really, really short.
Yeah.
Just also so people can understand what I was referring to, not necessarily who I've just spoken like us, but whoever's listening.
Mm.
That rasp there.
Mm. See, like a little, just ever so slightly nasally at the end it sounds, but I really like this.
Yeah.
It hits the really high ones nicely. Yeah,
That was really good.
It's really good.
Thing is, it could go at the start as well. It could be the start or the end.
Yeah,
I think the end would be.
I can't see it being in the middle.
But number 2 just breaks up the flow. I think when you've got Farewell to start it off, so that would be my one major, I'd say major criticism, as I think they could maybe reorder it a little bit, unless they have reordered it.
Maybe they have.
And this
Just
is
to throw us.
Yeah.
But we've got the beta. You know, it's the unreleased version, so anything can change.
Closed beta, but yeah, I love that. I do love it when bands take the time to, like, that must be out of your comfort zone to go, you know what, let's do something a bit slower, all about the vocals. So yeah, I love that. Well impressed that they actually thought about doing that, because if it's an EP, you could actually go, let's just do 5 bangers.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's what the majority of people do.
Yeah. So fair play to the lads for fucking doing that. That's real impressive.
You better fucking smash that live when we come to see you and have a beer. I want
to hear that live.
You better do that. Yeah.
No excuses. We're calling you out. We want this live.
And if you need somebody grabbing you by the balls so you can hit those high notes, mate, you better find someone, because I'm expecting them.
Next one, 4 minutes 31, is called In Dreams. I've not heard this one or any on from this.
I'm telling you now, they have great fun making this.
I love his screams. I actually really love them. That higher pitch screamo scream, so good.
Got a smile on my face.
Really like the tempo as well of them as a band. So we listen to a lot of bands that have a very high tempo and it's full on aggression and full pace. They're just ever so slightly slower, and I really like it.
I can't remember what the melody for this reminds me of.
think I know what you mean. It's not similar.
It's like it's like Parkway Drive meets the opera. Adam's got he's got so much potential, man. He only little bit of work and he'd be the fucking most. He was so dynamic.
He's just not quite projecting it fully yet, as I said.
Yeah, but I see growth in him, man.
Yeah. If he sound this good already, like.
Yeah. Keep at it, like he's gonna be fucking nailing all sorts of shit. He's got it there. It's just there, like. And in his singing, you can kind of feel what he's trying to achieve. Like, mate, I've got so many high hopes for this band.
Yeah, Adam and Joe really complement each other really well.
Yeah. I like that. The slightly distorted and in the background vocals over the back to re-emphasize what he's just sung.
Yeah.
Like that. Again, not enough bands do that.
Because we're in inners, you can proper hear it as well. Different levels.
You can tell it's still not inner sound audio. It's just so fucking well mixed. Oh. Boys. I think that's one of my faves from them so far. Actually,
yeah, it's really good.
For me, I prefer that to Farewell, just because of its. I don't know why. Just because of its something. I don't know why. There's just something about that particular tune that just puts it a little bit above Farewell. I really like Farewell, but that for me that's really good.
It's got a lot of variety.
Yeah, I think it's the variety that does it.
So yeah, and even when they slow it down again, and you're talking like about Adam, it's a bit like the track previous, where it's just like Adam carries that portion where they slow it right down. There's not many instruments going on, and there's so much uniqueness to this track.
Yeah.
Yeah. Overall, as a band, they're so tight. Great. Their music is really, really good. And as I said, it's a little slower pace to a lot of the stuff that we generally not like listen to it. I guess review a lot of the time is quite fast paced metalcore.
Well, yeah, there's like I mean, these guys can be technical, and some of their older stuff is really quite technical. But a lot of the bands we listen to are they're very tech metal. There's lots of like mad shit going on with the bass drums, loads of shit going off with the guitars, weird stops, time signatures, and stuff like that. And not to say that they don't do it, but they're kind of working more on the rhythmical and audio experience. Like you're not just fucking feeling it and be like, yeah, I want to go punch somebody. You're like, you like
It's a
you
journey.
actually
It's
yeah,
an
you can sit and listen
experience.
to it, and
Yeah.
it's good.
Real good
Sorry,
boys.
Leon, am I boring you?
No,
Yeah. He's
stop.
fed up here already. Look at him.
You've
He's
been
I'm not
awake
fed
for-
up of anything. I'm
He's been
tired.
awake for all the fucking 3 hours.
3.
It's not even lying.
That's
Like
a lie. He's been awake for
6.
about 5.
Thank you.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. Good tune.
Yeah. Next tune is number 5, Visitors, 5 minutes and 5 seconds. Let's play that.
A lengthy one. Don't think I've
Yeah.
fully heard this one yet.
Last song's even longer.
Synthes.
That is one thing actually I did notice, and it's quite prevalent in this track and right now. The synth doesn't sound right to me.
Okay.
I don't know if they could blend it in a little bit more, or it's a bit too harsh.
Yeah, I
dunno.
kind of see what you mean.
So I don't mind this bit
Yeah.
because it's just a synth, but we'll see when it kicks in. See if I hear what you're hearing. Fucking like the style though. I really like these little fucking things they do. They slow it down. Well, not slow it down, but they just change it. I really like this tune.
Yeah, it's really good.
I don't think they could. So I see what they're trying to do with the synth.
Yeah.
I don't think they could have it any quieter due to the frequency. It would blend in too much with the guitar.
It just sounds too harsh. Obviously, it's
what
all
you mean,
personal
yeah.
opinion, but for me, it sounds like something's like beeping in my fucking head. It's-
Yeah, but I kind of think that that's where they're going with it. It's almost
yeah,
like
as I
a,
said,
you know,
it's
like a
personal
heart monitor.
opinion. Yeah.
Like because that the initial intro reminded me of being on a monitor in the hospital. Like that. It's like that. I get what you mean. It is a bit on the louder side.
And usually, like, it's like kind of like smoother, like fits in more.
Yeah, just maybe if it's ever so slightly down or something, so it's there, but maybe not as harsh.
And
Unless-
Again, that's the only thing I can moan about.
They've got piano in it as well, so I think maybe they've tried to differentiate it from the piano too, because there is like a keyboard piano going on in some of the parts. Oh, a bass drum. So talented.
Yeah, they really are. As a whole band, they just work so well together.
I'm just going to say, because it's the first time we've done it in this way, I'm assuming that video is still playing in the in the thingy. Cool. I really like this tune.
It is good.
Yeah, it's really good. As I said, like it really reminds me of
Ooh,
like
I like
the
this
kind of
bit.
screamo post-hardcore stuff that really got me into the heavier stuff, to be honest, and I absolutely love it. It
I can
really
just
is.
imagine
It's
him
a
live.
musical
I
journey.
can imagine him live fucking tapping away to this. You that tapping. And the taps are coming out. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's a journey. I think that's a consistency with all their songs. There's kind of an underlying story or journey behind it. You can really get into it. Something actually that Polaris do, and obviously that and I'm not comparing them because they're not the same type of band in terms of sound, but that kind of ideology of creating a mental story out of sound, like so that you never fully, you're never fully on. You're always on the tip of your toes because there's something that's going to change because it progressively moves throughout the entirety of the song.
Yeah,
it keeps you engaged, which is something that they've achieved really, really well. And
yeah, it's very creative, isn't it? It's like different, like you could listen to different portions of the song and like you could split that one song into 3 songs, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because there's like 3 different elements. They just break it down into different portions. It's really, really cool.
Yeah. No, I
Don't
totally
often
agree.
see that from kind of up and coming bands.
And it's good as well because it means that you can't just go into a song and just click through it and get an understanding of it,
Because
because
you'd miss everything.
it's a different part. It's like it might as well be a different song.
Yeah.
It's in the same fucking key.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's pretty much a different song.
You'd miss everything. Hello, Jack.
Hello.
He's just jumped in.
I forgot we were doing this.
He's just come into our podcast. Our good friend Jack here.
Yeah. You're part of the podcast. Hello, Jack.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
Hello.
We changed it up for this, so we didn't know. We forgot we were in this channel, to be honest.
Oh, good. I'm gonna go. Bye bye.
No, stay.
You can listen to music with us.
Oh, it's our good friend Jack. We love him.
He's a good friend, Jack. I've known him since reception.
Yeah, he has. And slowly but surely, Jack's got used to me over time, hasn't he?
It's taken 6 years or so.
Yeah. Yeah, for those who don't know me, I'm really fucking crazy.
Just look at his eyes.
Look at his hair.
Not at his eyebrows, because there aren't any.
I actually don't have eyebrows. I don't. This is just a shadow from my forehead. Right. So we're on to the last one now, aren't we?
Final song, the longest one, 5 minutes 51, is called The Haunted. Let's have a listen to this.
I'm intrigued because I don't think I've heard this one.
I haven't.
I was blurring this out earlier. I was just cutting my hair.
I like that. Bit kill switch engage it here.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah.
I like this. I really like this.
When they have a big crowd, there's going to be people getting bloody with this song.
Yeah.
Especially at that stop earlier, and then it's kicked in. also shows their capability of being a very flexible band as well. They can do pretty much anything.
Yeah, because this one is like probably a little bit pacier as well, a bit more towards the sort of metalcore stuff that we generally have reviewed. So it's like it shows that they have a good variety, as you said.
I like this chorus. Nice balance between the clean.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
And then a little duet as well. Oh. And this is live. I'm going into the mosh pit for this one. I'll lose my headphones again.
It's too old for that.
No. I've got fucking padding now to protect me. That's why I'm growing it. I like that.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
Again, there's like loads of tune like changes in this. The first verse sounded like really kill switch engagey, but then since then it sounded totally different.
Yeah.
It's getting more and more epic as it goes along. Oh.
Using interesting time signatures as well. Well,
I feel no, I feel this is 4/4. Yeah, it is. It's just the fact that they're giving the guitar guy a solo.
Yeah.
And he started it off with a proper metal. Yeah, fucking. It's all the things I like. The piano interlude.
Got a mix of everything in this one.
When they get the lighters out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Don't set fire to my hair.
Oh, I will.
I know you will, you motherfucker. I'll stab you.
You said you'd stab me, so I'm definitely setting fire to it.
Before you get a chance. In your fucking sleep. And then I'll be the haunted. See what I did then?
Please hate him.
He's probably, in terms of like the lower end screams, like the real deep ones, he's probably one of the most like clear, deep screamers I've heard. In terms of like, you know, sometimes you can have screamers that are doing like the mid range and the highs, and you can hear everything the same. But when they get to the lows, it's like a rush, 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 rush. You can't really make out exactly what it is. It takes a really keen ear to grasp what they're saying. But he's just clear as the fucking day, like.
Oh, I've got chills from this. I like this outro. Jesus.
I could rap over that. I won't, because it won't be in time on your side, but. I might loop that little segment and bust a rhyme over it.
That is my favourite tune in the EP. Because there's like... it like changes so much within the song, more than the other songs do, I feel. And it's just like put together really well.
Yeah, the composition on that tune. In fact, well, all of them. I don't know whether I have a particular favorite now. I thought I did, but I don't know whether I do, because they're all so different. Yeah. All they seem to all pertain to being 100 crowns. They're all blatantly 100 crowns, but they're also different. I can't put a favorite really. It's really fucking good, and I'm not just saying that. Like genuinely, I'm quite blown away by how quality that small EP is. It's something else. Well
They've
played.
got a lot of effort into it, yeah. And you said the composition, that's the main thing, and like there's a lot of length to it as well. So like obviously they've got that one sort of interlude song, but then everything else is like a bunch of 5 minute, 51, I think that one
Yeah.
was. So it's nice that, yeah,
And it's a nice
nice
5 minutes.
it's long,
It's
which is good.
Yeah, but it's like some bands make the mistake of doing long songs, but they're just fucking long. Like as in they can be repetitive. They can be a bit
I was
boring.
about to say that they repeat too much of it, so
Yeah.
and they drag it out, whereas they get creative with it.
Yeah, exactly. These have got elements in there where you can have a long song and it doesn't feel like one.
Yeah.
You look at the timing, like it's nearly 6 minutes long, that last song.
Yeah.
But audibly, it wouldn't listen to it just because, like we said on previous songs, all the tunes are a journey. So you're just kind of carrying yourself through it. It might as well just be fucking 4 different songs all wrapped into one without a break.
Yeah.
It's something else.
And as we said earlier about the interlude, I think it'd work perfectly at the end of the song, like continuing from that song.
I still think it'd be nice. Like it's a nice like epic end to the song, and then obviously it does that like abrupt end, but then it'd be kind of nice, if it kind of went into that.
Yeah.
In fact, that's the one thing I just don't like, the placement of that song. And obviously the synthy bit just kind of was piercing my head. But apart from that, like it's really hard to criticize this EP, and I find EPs quite easy to criticize because a lot of bands just seem to throw out 5 of the same song.
Yeah, because it's short.
Yeah, exactly. So the fact they've done it feels like an album.
So for me, I would probably put Ghost at the start.
Yeah.
Just because
that
last song, The Haunted, has such epicness. I felt that it can actually finish on that. Although if they were to put Ghost at the end, I'd probably have to go into an old school album style of having a long silence and have it as a bonus track, and then it kicks in. So like you're waiting for like a minute or two of just silence, and you're thinking, oh, there's nothing else, and then suddenly Ghost comes in.
Either that or do what some bands do, is that you start the beginning of the tune like in the last 2 seconds of the last one, and then it goes into that final tune.
Or blend it. You could do. I think there's many things you could do with it. I just, me personally, I think that could quite easily start as Ghost, and actually with the naming convention, you could have Ghost, he could be a ghost or whatever, and then you got Farewell because, and then the actual lyrical content that goes Farewell actually mixes quite well with what he's saying within Ghost. So it can blend quite well.
But I think that's the main criticism, I'd say.
Yeah, music-wise, I haven't really got anything.
I think they could just change it around a little bit. But apart from that, fucking hell. And you have to do that live. We're calling you out.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'll be there.
I want to hear this live when all of this bullshit is done and we can actually go to gigs again.
Yeah.
Not having it. I'm not having you not do that because it's too good to not do live.
Yeah. And I'm going to gigs. Anybody listening to this that don't do gigs, go to fucking gigs. I wouldn't even have heard of this band had I not have gone to another gig to see somebody else. So support your artists, support the local scene, support the wider scene. Just go to fucking gigs, enjoy music, get sweaty, mosh away like a motherfucker, drink beer. Or if you're Leon's age, don't drink beer unless you he's got a dad like me who's shifting him side ones and stuff like that. But like enjoy the fucking tunes and find people who you wouldn't normally listen to. We've got so many bands that I could probably name them. Like for example, Lastel. Remember when we saw Lastel live? That they're just purely epic. Really epic band. Like I've never even heard of them. Would probably never hear of them had I not gone to a gig. So
yeah, that's how you find new bands. Because if you go to a gig, then you could listen to like bands that are before the main act, and that can like show you like new bands,
Yeah.
and that's how we find like
Some of the
loads
support
ours.
bands do not get enough love.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't. They don't. So that's me. I'm not going to add to any more waffle unless anybody else has anything to say. But yeah, great EP, guys. Thank you very much for reaching out to us and giving us the opportunity to listen to this before it was released. Muchly appreciated. I know you're very thankful for us reviewing it, but you know we need stuff to review, so we fully appreciate it.
Yeah.
True that.
Cool. Right. I'm
Cool.
sure Sean wants his food.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Right then. Well, latest
Right.
guys. Have a good one.
Peace.
Stay